Did you know that 63% of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck and 75% are in debt? It's a startling fact, isn't it? In this day and age, the financial struggles of the millennial generation are more prevalent than ever. Debt and the lack of savings are not just numbers on a screen but realities that impact everyday decisions, from what to eat to where to live. Money problems can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. They can make the future seem uncertain and even downright scary. It's not just about having enough to pay the bills, but about building a financially secure future. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There's a silver lining to this cloud. By cultivating financial awareness and practicing mindful spending, millennials can escape the vicious cycle of financial instability. So let's dive into the world of finances and uncover some practical strategies to overcome these money problems. But worry not, because we've got some practical strategies for you to overcome these money problems. So what is mindful spending and how can it help you? Mindful spending, in essence, is about being aware of how you use your money. It's about questioning every purchase you make and asking yourself, do I really need this? Or, is this purchase going to add value to my life? Mindful spending isn't about depriving yourself of what you want. It's about making sure that every dollar you spend is bringing you joy, fulfillment, or at least utility. Why is mindful spending important, especially for those grappling with money problems? Well, the answer is simple. It's about control. When you practice mindful spending, you're in control of your money, not the other way around. You're no longer a slave to impulse buys or the lure of sales. You're making conscious decisions about your money, and that can bring a sense of peace and stability. The benefits of mindful spending are numerous. First and foremost, it can lead to financial stability. When you're aware of where your money is going, you're less likely to overspend and more likely to save. This can help you build an emergency fund, pay down debt, or even invest for the future. Moreover, mindful spending can lead to a sense of freedom. When you're not constantly worrying about money, you're free to focus on the things that truly matter in life, like experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Mindful spending can also help you align your spending with your values. If you value travel, for example, mindful spending can help you save for that dream vacation. If you value sustainability, mindful spending can help you invest in eco-friendly products. In sum, mindful spending is a powerful tool for cultivating financial awareness. It's not a quick fix, but a lifestyle change. It's about building a healthy relationship with money, one that's based on understanding, respect, and intentionality. Now that you know what mindful spending is, let's move on to some practical strategies you can use. First things first, start by tracking your spending. It may sound tedious, but it's a fundamental step towards mastering mindful spending. You'll often be surprised by how much you're spending on things you don't need or hardly use. So let's dive into the how-to. Start by collecting all your financial data. That means bank statements, credit card bills, online transactions, and even that crumpled receipt from your latte this morning. Yes, even the small expenditures matter. They can add up faster than you think. Once you've gathered all your financial data, it's time to categorize your expenses. Now, this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of situation. Your categories should reflect your lifestyle and spending habits. Common categories can include essentials like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation. Then there are discretionary expenses such as dining out, entertainment, shopping, and hobbies. Lastly, don't forget savings and investments. These are crucial for your financial health. After categorizing, it's time for analysis. Look at where your money is going each month. Are you spending a lot on dining out? Maybe those daily lattes are adding up. Identifying where your money is going can help you spot patterns and unearth any bad spending habits. Now here's a pro tip. Use a spreadsheet or a budgeting app. There are numerous free tools available that can help you track your spending and visualize your expenses. They can save you a lot of time and make this process much more manageable. Once you've identified where your money is going, you can start to make changes. You might realize you're spending more than you thought on takeout and decide to start cooking at home more. Or perhaps you notice you're not saving as much as you'd like, so you decide to cut back on non-essential purchases. The key here is to make changes that are sustainable for you. Remember, this isn't about depriving yourself, it's about making informed decisions that align with your financial goals. And don't forget, tracking your spending isn't a one-time thing. It's a habit you should cultivate. Make it a point to review your expenses regularly. Maybe that's once a week, or perhaps it's once a month. Find a rhythm that works for you and stick to it. Mindful spending isn't just about cutting back. It's about understanding where your money is going and making intentional choices about how you want to use it. It's about aligning your spending with your values and goals. And yes, it takes some effort, but the payoff is worth it. You'll gain a sense of control over your finances that you might not have felt before. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand your spending habits, the better you can control them. So start tracking your spending today and take the first step towards a financially secure future. Now that you're tracking your spending, it's time to start cutting back. First up, let's talk about subscriptions. Those monthly fees for streaming services, magazines, and the gym can really add up. Ask yourself, are you really using them enough to justify the cost? If the answer is no, it might be time to hit that unsubscribe button. Remember, every dollar you're not spending on something you don't use is a dollar you can put towards something you really want or need. Next, consider your grocery habits. Are you eating out or ordering in more often than cooking at home? While it's certainly convenient, it can also be a budget killer. Try planning your meals for the week and doing one big grocery shop. Not only can this save you money, it can also lead to healthier eating habits. And hey, learning to cook can be a fun new skill to pick up. Another big one is impulse purchases. We've all been there. You're browsing online or in a store and something catches your eye. It's not something you need or even really want, but it's on sale or it just looks cool. Resist the temptation. Impulse buys can quickly eat into your budget without you even realizing it. Let's not forget about utilities. Small changes like turning off lights when you leave a room, unplugging electronics when they're not in use, and being mindful of your water usage can make a significant difference in your monthly bills. Lastly, consider shopping second-hand for certain items. It's not just a great way to save money, but it's also a sustainable choice that's good for the planet. So, there you have it. A few strategies to help you reduce your expenses. The key here is to make small changes that you can stick with for the long haul. It's not about making drastic cuts that leave you feeling deprived, but rather, making smarter choices about where your money goes. Small changes can add up to big savings over time, but remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about spending with intention. So, are you ready to start practicing mindful spending? Let's take a moment to visualize the freedom that comes with financial stability. Picture yourself stepping out of the revolving door of money worries and stepping into a life where you're in control of your finances. You might be thinking, that's easier said than done, and you're not wrong. But remember, every journey starts with a single step. And the first step towards financial freedom is to start practicing mindful spending. Let's take inspiration from those who have walked this path before us. Consider the story of Jane. She was once neck-deep in credit card debt, living paycheck to paycheck, with the constant worry of money hanging over her head. But then, she decided to take control. She started by keeping track of her expenses, cutting back on non-essential spending, and prioritizing paying off her debts. It wasn't a quick fix, but with patience and perseverance, Jane was able to clear her debt and build a savings cushion. Today, she lives a life free of financial stress, all thanks to mindful spending. Or think about Mark, who despite earning a good salary, found himself constantly short of money. He realized he was spending mindlessly on things he didn't really need or value. So he decided to change his spending habits. He started by setting financial goals, budgeting, and spending consciously. Fast forward to today, Mark is not only saving money but also investing and growing his wealth. These stories are not unique. They are echoes of many who have transformed their financial lives through mindful spending. They are a testament to the power of financial awareness and the impact it can have on our lives. So, why not give it a shot? Start by observing your spending habits, identifying the areas where you can cut back, and setting financial goals. It might be challenging at first, but remember, it's a journey, and every step you take gets you closer to your destination. Remember, your financial health is in your hands. Start practicing mindful spending today and pave the way to a secure financial future.